The key to better marketing isn't more ads, it's your customer journey. So let's take a look at what is a customer journey. By the end of this video, you're going to know how to take your customer from first glance all the way through to brand advocate and superfan. Let's talk just a little bit for a moment about what is your customer journey. This is your brand awareness when it comes to somebody who is completely inexperienced with your brand all the way through brand advocate. It covers several main stages of your actual total business strategy plan. So it's going to cover your marketing, it should cover sales, it should cover your fulfillment, and it should cover any internal and financial processes within your business. When it comes to a customer journey and why you want to have this clearly defined before you start building anything inside of your CRM or inside of your marketing platform, is sort of like this. It's like if you don't build it in advance, you're going into the kitchen or into the grocery store hungry. I think we all know what that's like. We're going to go in there and we're going to just start grabbing whatever our hungry tummy wants at that moment. That can often lead to incomplete meals and not having all of the right things. Also, you may walk out of the store without having everything that you need. So, what I often suggest that people do is that you create a list. That's what your customer journey is helping you do. It's creating a list of the meals that you want to make and then what things you need on that list. That's also going to help you with choosing all of your right technology and software platforms in order to get that across. Okay, let's talk about that first main stage. This, when we're talking about customer journey and the brand awareness, that usually starts with advertising and marketing. So let's take a look at that. As we're talking about marketing, that's going to entail so much more than just somebody's first impressions or first interactions with your company. That's also going to include any of our long-term processes and our new lead indoctrination. It sounds a little culty, sometimes it can be, but what we're doing is we're teaching people why they should know, like, and trust us. That doesn't just happen in one step. That happens throughout the customer journey. So as I'm going through and figuring out my marketing, I want that marketing to be comprehensive, not just for the person who is brand new to my brand, but it is also the person who has been with us for a while in order to create more awareness of what your brand is, what your message is, and how they can work and ascend through your process. Let's talk and move into that sales column. So again, as I'm building out a customer journey, I often will start and take a look at all of our marketing assets. Next, we're going to take a quick look at the sales process. When it comes to a sales process, I usually ask myself one major question, and that is, in order to do business with this brand, do I need to talk to somebody in order to do that? Or is there somebody I will be talking to because it's a service? Or can I purchase directly online? And that's the full transaction. If you are in the first half, you have what we would generally refer to as a consultative type of business. That has a different set of pipelines and pipeline stages that we will generally go to. The second one, which is a direct purchase, again, just has slightly different pipeline stages. And so I like to get really clear on that. The third part that we're going to take a look at is your fulfillment. How are we fulfilling on the product that is purchased? For example, if I have a service, how is that service being delivered? What are the steps? Is there an onboarding process? And that isn't just one email, thanks for purchasing. It's a series and a set of things that need to happen in order to deliver that thing. If it is a direct purchase, what are the steps of your fulfillment as far as delivering the product or the item to your customer? So again, we can take a look at that, and we want to be really clear about what all of those steps are. The final part is your internal processes. What are the internal processes that also go in to make your team's life and your life easier? And what metrics do you need to be aware of in order to successfully run your campaigns? It can often feel, when we are building out these customer journeys and mapping them out, it can feel redundant. It can also feel oftentimes like, oh, well, somebody would just naturally know X, Y, or Z about my business, or this is how this is going to be delivered. But what I've found and what my experience has been through doing this with several hundreds of companies over the last decade is that you can never assume that your customer is going to know what to do next, or how to prepare, or how to be successful and become a brand advocate. So it's important to give them as many touch points. Now, as we're building out touch points inside of a CRM or inside of any of these processes, having that map helps us to be able to create a comprehensive look at everything, and we're able to go in and then blueprint out the details. So again, that customer journey helps us to get a clearer picture of what your goals are, make sure that you have a total customer journey, and we can see how people process through from just awareness all the way through brand advocate. All right, if you're looking at this and wondering how you can build out a better customer journey yourself, then what I want you to do is go and check out the link in the description so that you can be a part of my 5-day challenge. This 5-day challenge helps you to be able to create a customer journey and then create marketing around and focused on that customer journey. This 5-day challenge is only going to cost you $17.95, and you'll be able to work with us for 5 days over video, and you get a consultation with myself so that you're able to start taking a look more clearly at where your customer journey should begin and end, and how you can start blueprinting that out. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I look forward to seeing you in there.